upper lashes, and I have totally forgotten mascara. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, where today we are starting the, drum roll please, week of Muse palette from Cosmic Brushes. I'm going to do an entire week of uploads using only this palette. If you are interested in seeing that, then don't go anywhere. And if you've never been here before, hey, my name is Rachel. I'm a homeschooling stay-at-home mom. I really like eyeshadow, and I try to upload several videos every week. Okay, I have already primed my eyes. I used the Glamlight Icing Primer. Everything I'm using is linked below in the description box. And I'm going to start with a Blend Bunny B1 brush. I'm going to grab the shade Pine. I don't have a ton of time to do this look today because I've got my littlest one down sleeping, and then my two older ones are just upstairs playing while I try to get in a video. My husband is going to school and he works full-time, so all of his free time is spent studying. And now that we're back into the semester, we're out of the summer, officially have started the fall semester, he is usually getting up around 5 a.m. to get some studying before he goes to work. But that's my filming time. And we have a very small home, and if I'm filming in the living room, he's sitting right there. We're going to distract each other, and I don't want to do that. So it officially cuts into my ideal filming time for at least a semester, probably for the next 5 years. Blend Bunny B4, now I'm taking Admire. This is a mustard yellow matte, and I'm going to start this in my inner crease and work it out to meet this lovely green teal sort of shade, and then use this Admire color to also buff out the first shade that I laid down. So anyway, husband's study schedule is cutting into my filming time, which means that if I want to film, which I always do because I really enjoy this hobby, if I want to film, it has to happen at some point later in the day. So ideally, nap time. And right now it's nap time for one of the children, and we have piano lessons today, so the toddler is not going to get a nap. So she's upstairs with her older sister and they're playing. I'm having a little bit of a harsh line right here where the teal shade is hitting the yellow. I know that they're not going to work together naturally, right? Especially because the undertones of the teal color are blue and the yellow is very not blue. But I'm just going to gently and patiently work at it and keep going back into Admire to bring in more yellow. I was watching a video from I Am Jamila yesterday. If you're interested, I can link her channel down below. I really enjoy her videos. She's got a really funny personality. She says some very amusing things. It's just in her delivery, She has a pleasant way about her. I really like her eye looks. Anyway, I was watching one of her videos yesterday. She was reviewing the new Nomad palette, the Ghost Town palette. She was talking about how she spends so much time blending, and she probably cuts out 20 minutes of blending from her videos. I don't blend that much. I kind of go until I think it's acceptable, and then I stop. Her looks are beautiful, but I just don't have that kind of time right now. I want to bring a little bit more blue into this look because of my shirt. There are no blues in this palette, quite frankly, so I'm going to do the best that I can with the shade Nouveau. This is a smaller blending brush, and I'm going to take Nouveau and start it in my outer corner. And then just carry it down. I pulled that about 2/3 of the way in, and now with a much larger blending brush, I'm grabbing the shade Softly, and I'm just gonna kind of hit the bottom of this area. I've been experimenting lately with using a larger fluffy blending brush on the lower lash line to see if I like the way that it, the result that it yields. It definitely diffuses the color a bit more. I've seen people who have more experience, knowledge, and training than me do this sort of thing. So I've been trying it out to see if it's something that I like for myself. Of course, if it pulled down too far, you can just clean it up with concealer, right? Or, I don't know, we'll see. It definitely brought the blue over this way as well. I'll work with that. I'm gonna grab a flat brush. So far, I'm not absolutely loving this look. The colors that I started with are tricky because I had a very, very warm toned mustard yellow and then a very cool toned deep teal. They're naturally not going to work together. And so in all of the blending to get them to mesh together a little bit, I got a very different color. I'm not loving it, but it's not irredeemable. And I think a shimmer will either make or break the look. So let's hope for make. This is a flat brush, and I'm going to take the shade Inspire. After it's loaded on my brush, I think I'll spray it. So I'm going to place Inspire on most of my lid, starting at this inner corner because it is light enough for me over here. And I've noticed lately that my hood is starting to drop a little bit more, so what I'm doing is I'm making sure that I stare directly straight at the mirror, and I paint up a little bit higher than my crease because I want the color to appear on the hood because the hood is concealing a lot of the crease area now. Now with my finger, I'm going to grab the shade Patina, which is a dark teal shimmer, but it's leaning a little more on the green side. And I'm going to hit just the edge of this yellowy shimmer that I just placed down where it meets the mattes, because that's going to help transition from the formula into the color. And again, I'm turning my finger up so that it hits the top of my crease and touches that hooded skin. And now for my lower lash line, I'm taking that same flat brush that I used for the Inspire shade. I'm just trying to load up the edge of the brush because it's flat and pinched. It has a flat and then it has an edge. I'm trying to load up the edge, and I'm going to use this to lay down the Inspire shade on my lower lash line, but I don't want it to be too spread out. That's why I'm using the edge. Now with a small, very small blending brush, I'm going to grab Luster and I'll spray it. Luster, of course, is going to go for an inner corner highlight. Really wasn't sure which direction I was going to go with this look because my shirt is very blue today, and there are absolutely no blues in this palette. I mean, if I were working with the Serenity palette, no problem, but I knew that this palette does not have something resembling a blue color story, or even complementary, so I thought it would be interesting. An adventure. Let's use yellow in the waterline. This is the color Extra Frosting from ColourPop. I really like to use a contrasting color in the waterline because I feel like it's just one more place where you can add a bright, unexpected pop. I mean, sometimes I go really matchy. If I want the lower lash line color to be quite prominent, then I'll choose a waterline that really matches it because it adds in another layer of that color down on the bottom. Anyway, I don't know if any of that made sense, but I'm done this eye. I'm going to go off camera and catch up the other side. Okay, here we go. All is said and done. Let me tell you what I did to finish off. You've noticed I've been wearing a lip color on my lips the entire video. It is the ColourPop Glowing Lip in the shade Mid-Century. On my face, I have a few different things. I used a brown from this palette. This is Age of Opulence from Beauty Bay. I used the brown as a bit of a contour. I'm experimenting. That's just what I'm doing. Milani Dolce Pink as a blush and a little bit of Frosé from BH Cosmetics as a highlighter. I think that's everything. I did do a winged eyeliner out here, but not an inner flick. I lined my upper lashes, and I have totally forgotten mascara. Now I have mascara. Okay, so tell me what you think in the comments. What do you think of this look? I think I need a mirror check. Of course I like it. Of course I like it. I mean, I love yellow, green into blue. I just love those colors together, honestly. This look is an interesting twist because I used a teal, like a greeny blue instead of a plain blue or a plain green. I think it brought in a bit more of a murky, swampy sort of feel, but I don't dislike it. I'm just not entirely sure how I feel about it with my shirt. Like, it's one thing to look at the face and be like, oh yeah, that's fine, but then to step back a bit and see it with whatever I'm wearing, does it work? It doesn't not work. It doesn't not work. Of course, it would have been safer to do more of a purple, blue, pinky sort of thing for this shirt, or to simply put on a different shirt if I wanted to work with the Muse palette. But you know what? This is what was clean, and I took my husband to work at 6:30 this morning, so I didn't have a lot of time to go shopping through my closet. But here's today's look. First look using Muse in the week of Muse. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for being with me here today and for watching my video, for taking the time out of your day. I really do appreciate you guys. I hope you're enjoying the content. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you tomorrow, possibly the day after, with look number 2 using the Muse palette. Bye!